Okay, guys, I have to apologize because I was very, very wrong on my assessment. A couple days ago, I did a reaction video on somebody by the name of Jamie who was on TikTok, and I just felt like the information that she was giving was maybe a little too much, or it might have been cap. I called her cap. I said that she was lying, or at least that was my assessment. Clearly, I was wrong, and I am sorry for that. Okay. Now, Jamie and her son appeared on TMZ, and they had this like 3-minute interview. We did a little bit of commentary today. So I wanted to clip that just so we clear things. But I mean, even the chat felt like, I don't know if I necessarily believe everything. There were some concerns about, how people felt about Damien appearing on TMZ and maybe any backlash that they might get, because what's happening right now on the internet is people are asking who knew, who didn't do anything, why they didn't do anything about it, what happened exactly. Now, again, Damien is a minor, so, clearly I wouldn't have expected him to, proactively do anything in terms of what was going on with Celeste. If anything, it would have been the adults around. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think its interview is important because it paints maybe a picture of home life that we didn't know. And, it's always good to kind of find out what was going on.
How did you meet Celeste?
Through a friend.
Tell me how that whole relationship started.
Uh, she was, I guess, she liked me, or she was looking for someone, and yeah, we started talking.
And what school was this in?
Lakeland Village.
Was she sweet? Was she kind? Was she bubbly? What do you remember about her?
She was really kind, and she said she wanted something serious.
And how old were you when you met her?
13 or 14.
So at what point did you feel, or did you hear from Celeste that there were problems at home?
She said how her mom didn't treat her well or whatever, and she didn't like where she was at.
Did she talk at all about her relationship with her parents?
Kind of. She just said they were mean or whatever. She didn't like them.
And then you guys broke up, and the next thing you know, you find out that she's involved with this internet sensation, David.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna happen, like, at all, because like she was always like so happy and stuff.
What is your last memory that you have of Celeste?
We were at PE, and she told me and my friend that she was running away, and she said it was because of her parents, and she was like joking about it, and she was like happy, like joking like she always was, and like it didn't seem real because like she was like playing around, joking about it, and the next day she wasn't at school, and like that's the last time I saw her.
Did it break your heart that you were not going to be with her, or did you feel upset about losing the relationship?
Not really. It was kind of clear that we're like better as friends, but it was kind of sad that I wasn't able to like say goodbye, but like see how she was doing, like when she ran away.
What was your reaction when you saw the breaking news that they had found your ex-girlfriend's body in the trunk of his car?
My heart dropped. I was like, I don't know. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I kind of had a feeling when I saw like the first thing. I was like, what if it is her? But I just like brushed it off. But when I saw it really was her, I was like, damn, I really knew.
So let me just make sure I'm understanding this correctly. You had seen the news out of Los Angeles that a body was found in his car.
Yeah.
And you immediately had a sinister thought about Celeste?
Yeah, because one of my friends told me.
Ooh, so let me stop right here. Let me tell you guys what happened. People knew it was Celeste before there was rumors. Okay, so I remember hearing about this, that there were rumors that people, when they heard about David, people in the community started asking, well, where's Celeste? When was the last time anybody saw Celeste? And stuff like that. And this is why it started getting around that it might be her. Vicky says, what does a 13-year-old know about something serious? I'm confused by the timeline. Now, I will say I did call the lady cap. All right. I apologize because I'm like, I don't know if she's telling the truth, but she's not really speaking. It's her son. So I still kind of have a lot of questions about this. I'm be honest, but I can admit I was wrong about it. I really was. Okay. looks like there might be some truth to some of the things that she's saying. So let me go. I'm gonna go heat up some crow, put some salsa verde on it so I can eat it, because I could definitely admit when I'm wrong.
Were you at home with your mom when they identified Celeste and you saw it all over the news? Can you remember that moment for us?
Yeah, I was on the way to school, and then like she just like showed me, and like I took a picture of it and I sent it to one of my friends, and he's like, "Yeah, I saw it too. It's crazy," and I just couldn't believe it.
So this has been the talk of the school.
Yeah.
Just the fact it was someone that my son was so close to at one time, and how everything happened. It's kind of scary. It's really close to home. And if it could happen to her, it could happen to anyone. And everyone just needs to be very careful on social media.
What about you? What do you think about at night when this kind of flashes through your mind?
I just think like if someone actually like did something, like when she said she's gonna run away, because I feel like no one cared.
Thoughts? Okay, be quiet. Yeah, she said he once dated. Oh my god, why is it? Hold up, let me refresh this because it's like stuck on the ad. Wow, this is her picture in school, y'all. She looks so young. I mean, she's young. Why are you still feeling as though mom is clout chasing? Let me stop. I got dragged for not believing the lady on my other video. I got dragged. Why? I believe her. I said, I don't know if I believe her, y'all. I do feel bad for him, though, because it sounds like he might have been really close to her. I just didn't know if I believed everything, you know? I'm just saying. So they got an exclusive. His name is 15-year-old Damian Hernandez, and his mother, Jamie, told us about this relationship with Celeste at Lake Elsinore Middle School. Celeste was in the 7th grade, and Damian was in the 8th grade. So he was older than her by a year. Damian says he met Celeste when she was looking for something serious, describing her as kind. He says her troubled home life made her unhappy. Oh, this is Damian. Damian has long hair. Let me replay it. You believe now? I believe her. I didn't believe her before. I was wrong. See, y'all, we have to be adults. Admit when we're wrong. Okay, I was wrong. I didn't believe the lady. I didn't.
She said how...
You know what, Monica? That's what it seems like. Maybe she was helping. She was trying to find somebody to help her get out of that house. Maybe that's why it is. You know? Why? Cece asked, I think, a very valid question. What do you guys think? Why is it important for him to be interviewed? Why is this interview important? I think it gives a little... If I were to say anything, I think it gives a little insight to maybe home life. You know, like maybe there was a lot more going on and we just, you know, that we know of. He looks uncomfortable. I will say that. Wait, Lily, shout out to Lily. He's like, Rabbit, I don't believe him. He's repeating what mom said. They were in the different grades. How were they in PE together? Mom leaning on all him. Girl, I felt bad for not believing the lady. I'm apologizing. I'm over here cooking crow. I got some salsa verde for my crow. And some of you guys are not, but why you guys are being so hard? I felt bad for saying what I said. Said this lady's cap. That's because that's what I said. Because of the things that she was saying. But you guys are not believing? Why? See, don't be... All right, if you're watching the replay, you better drag my chat. Don't be dragging me for not believing the lady. Okay? I'm just saying. All right? I don't want to get dragged this time. You guys are getting dragged. You're calling cap? Lily, thank you so much for the $4.99 and give me the heads up on this, girl, because I didn't know. But still, you guys are don't drag the rabbit, drag the chat. All right? If you're watching the replay, don't get mad at me. It's the chat's fault.
Body was found in his car.
Yeah.
And you immediately had a sinister thought about Celeste?
Yeah, because one of my friends told me.
Were you at home with your mom when they identified Celeste and you saw it all over the news? Can you remember that moment for us?
Yeah, I was on the way to school, and then like she just like showed me, and like I took a picture of it and I sent it to one of my friends, and he's like, "Yeah, I saw it too. It's crazy," and I just couldn't believe it.
So this has been the talk of the school.
Yeah.
Just the fact it was someone that my son was so close to at one time, and how everything happened. It's kind of scary. It's really close to home.
She was the one that was saying the most. I mean, she was giving a lot of details What made me kind of suspicious about her was when she said that TMZ had called the mom when it was the other way around. But I mean, they're willing to face the cameras. I believe that they went to school together. I just didn't know about all the details, if there was anything factual from the details that she was given, because how do you prove the things that you're saying? She said that her son was the last person that she texted before, Celeste blocked everybody, but they never showed any texts. They never showed any receipts. That's where I was skeptical at. There was a lot of details that I'm like, she said that the last time she saw Celeste, she was being dropped off at school at a car line, but she didn't remember the time frame, which I was like, well, that's suspect to me, because how do you not, like, out of all the things, and again, she had been on the run, so was she dropped off at school when she was on the run, or like while she was missing? Because that there was inconsistencies there for me, but maybe I'm wrong, because they're on the camera. They're not showing receipts, but they're on camera. But clearly I was wrong. I'm telling you, I got dragged for saying that this was cap. I had La Bruja del 71. Y'all know that I made that joke. There was a lady who looked exactly like La Bruja del 71 in my chat, trolling me because I was calling this cap. Thank you so much for the $5. She was looking for something serious because she wanted someone to save her. I know from experience that that could have been me. That's right. Like, maybe just like Monica said earlier, Monica was saying, well, maybe that's why she was looking for a relationship, for somebody to save her. There's a lot of kids that find themselves in situations like that. Easy for somebody to be groomed in a situation like that, very much so. A lot of us can say different things, right? But we don't know what Celeste's life looked like at home, or anybody for that matter, right? I think that Celeste was very vulnerable, clearly, because, if she was having this relationship with David, it just made her vulnerable. Maybe she wanted to be in a position where she just didn't want to be there. She wanted to be saved, or maybe she wanted to be, taken out of that. And maybe if she was talking to David, this was the escape for her. We don't know. We don't know. Clearly, Damien looks like he's pretty upset. And that somebody like this. I do have questions about, had Celeste mentioned David before to Damien, and what that was all about. I just have a lot of questions about that, guys. But again, I apologize. I clearly got it wrong. And shout out to everybody who corrected me in the chat. I'll see you guys on the next one. And if you missed the live earlier, that was clipped from the live earlier. But make sure you guys check out our live earlier. I'll link it in the description box. Bye, guys.